All right, TMC review part 2, 3.5 years later. A lot of questions were asked, a lot of stuff that I haven't been on here. I haven't really dealt with it much. A lot of people are like, oh, you fell off the face of the earth. What happened to you? Where did you go? What's going on? Are you still with TMC? So on and so forth. One of the biggest questions is, would you recommend going to work for TMC? Well, 3.5 years later, I'm no longer with TMC. I left TMC of my own accord. I had personal issues that were going on. And TMC really couldn't accommodate me being to where that I was a little bit more on a more local run, and still making the same kind of money. So I made the choice to leave and go with a different company that could accommodate my needs a little better. TMC did try to accommodate as far as my needs go, but that was more of my needs of being home and not my needs financially, which I understand completely. The company I'm with now, they've been able to accommodate my needs a little better. I'm not really going to talk about them right now because this is about the part 2 of the review. Anybody wants to know would I go back and work for them? Yes. If I were to want to go back out over the road and go and see everything, then yeah, I would. There was a couple questions as far as like money. I made $65,000 a year as a restaurant general manager. The last time that I was a restaurant general manager was probably 6 years ago, and I don't have pay stubs to show you that. And even if I did, I wouldn't, because they have my social security number on there. So if you're wanting to see them so that you can do like some sort of a credit fraud crap or whatever, move along and get in your own lane. As far as money goes with TMC, at the time when I was there and I made that review, my 13-week average was around $4,800 to the truck every week. Now that's an average, for 13 weeks. Some weeks were better, some weeks were worse. That's what average means. I was in the upper echelon of the percentage base. At the time, it was 26% to 32%. My snapshots usually gave me around 31%, which means that on a $4,800 week and 31% of that my gross was roughly about $1,400. Now, I'm sure there's going to be somebody who wants to be a mathematician and pull out a calculator and give me the exact numbers. And if you want to do that, feel free. There's other people that have wanted to know, well, how fast the trucks go. At the time, they were set at 62. I think they've been moved up to 63 now. I have a couple friends that still drive for them. Not exactly sure on that. I think they did say they are doing 63 now. There was guys that commented that wanted to know about other, stuff. I'm going to just say this. If you got other questions about TMC, the best thing to do would be to call a recruiter. Talk to the recruiter. Talk to other drivers before you talk to a recruiter if you're not a current driver. To get an idea of what to ask a recruiter. Most recruiters are just that. They are there to recruit you. I don't know if any of you ever went into the military, but I'm sure the recruiters in the military that came to your high school or whatever, they don't always tell you exactly what it is. I started working in this industry in 1998. I took a little hiatus and I came back into the industry. When I started driving in 1998, we made around 25 cents a mile. Now, I will tell you, nowadays, there are companies out there, and as a company driver, they will pay you, I've seen up to 70 cents a mile. Sometimes that is 70 cents a mile including all of the bonuses. If you don't hit your bonuses, you're not going to make the 70 cents a mile. But it is capable. The company I drive for now, they pay 50 cents a mile. Plus we do a lot of agriculture. So we go out and we do, we get paid to unload the truck. But anyways, back to the original topic. Yes, you can make money at TMC. No, you're not going to be a millionaire. And I can tell you this, I don't know very many truck drivers that even own their own trucks that are millionaires. If you're getting in this industry to become a millionaire, you're in the wrong industry. I can tell you that right now. One of the other questions is a guy asked me, something about cleanliness of the trucks and stuff. Are they extremely strict on it? Blah, blah, blah. Yes. They expect you to keep your truck clean when you bring it in for service. At least they did then. I'm not sure what it is now, but I'm assuming that the owner of the company is probably still in that, mindset that I own this truck. I've given you this truck. It has been detailed and clean. I expect you to keep it this way. If you don't want to keep a clean truck and you want to live like a hog and you want to have, dirt all over the floor and the dash and stuff and not wipe stuff down and you want to live that way, that's fine. Don't go work for TMC. I can tell you that right now. But if you don't mind keeping your truck clean, which basically just while you're sitting at a shipper or consignee waiting to get loaded or unloaded, you wipe the dash down, wipe the glass down, sweep your floor, keep your bed made, wipe the walls down. If you don't want to have to go wash your truck every other week, because that's a huge waste of time, well, then don't go work there. I can tell you that right now. I hope this answers any of your questions. If there are any others I see them pop up or whatever, I'll try to answer them. I will tell you this, I'm not always on YouTube. Obviously, it's been 3.5 years since I made the first one. I went to work for another company, so I can't guarantee I'm going to get to your comments and stuff again. So, later.